I'm raising a Black woman in America now, and what I want for her is to be able to do everything I'm doing 20 times faster. I want her to be able to have the world.
As a Texas native, you have a much more intimate relationship with Juneteenth than most people. What were you hoping to achieve by centering this film around the remembrance of this event?
It really is like part of the fabric of my life, and almost second nature to commemorate it every year. In Texas, there's just this special way that we connect to Juneteenth and come together as a community to celebrate. There's just parades and blues music, dance, barbecue, you name it. But I think what's most important is that we're there commemorating our ancestors and we're connecting as a community. I was telling this story that thematically connected to the idea that the slaves in Texas, the enslaved people in Texas got their freedom 2 years after everyone else. And we were connecting to the idea that Turquoise, the lead character, has her own dream deferred, and I really wanted to portray that thematically in Turquoise's journey and finding her own sense of freedom by coming to terms with her own past later in life.
I will never get over seeing Miss Juneteenth cleaning toilets.
What really drew you to Nicole Beharie to lead this narrative?
I really, as a director, like to be able to show this world in particular in as human way as possible. I want to tell stories that emphasize the everyday existence of Black folks, and I really needed an actor who could be able to navigate that emotional journey. And she's a brilliant actor.
I can't carry that kind of money on me, girl.
Now, you found out that you were pregnant yourself during the filmmaking process. How did that affect how you wrote Turquoise as a Black mother?
I wrote the film before I became a mom, and there was, I think, a more tough love version of Turquoise on paper. After I had my daughter, I just instantly felt this sense of love and joy and just care and concern for another person. I just wanted to hold her tight, and I instantly became concerned about her future, and I was constantly thinking about how do I take care of this child and raise her in the best way. I was thinking about how do I parent, things that Turquoise is grappling with. So, I think it changed my direction in the sense that, I wanted to definitely I wanted to be able to show the joy, between this mother and daughter, because that's what I was experiencing in real life.
I still didn't believe I actually won. The girl from where I'm from didn't win Miss Juneteenth. That scholarship made me feel like I finally had a chance. That's what I want for you.
You don't spend a lot of time in the film depicting the darker parts of Turquoises Path. They're acknowledged, but we don't really stay there. And I really appreciated that, but I also found it unique to your insight as a Black filmmaker. What led you to make those decisions? What was your thought process?
I think as a filmmaker, I was saying in a way that we can't get stuck in Turquoise's past, the details of her past. It happened and we're here, and we have to find a way to move forward. Turquoise as a character is, determined, and we always see her, no matter what happens to her in the film, push forward, in a sense, I was trying to navigate this sense of not just surviving, but finding a way to thrive. And I think that's something that we are grappling with in the community, and most especially, as Black women.
You've spoken a lot about how each character in this film is chasing their own version of freedom. And I'd like to know, what does freedom mean to you?
At one time I would have said, freedom for me means equality. But now that I have this daughter, it's changed what it means for me. I'm raising a Black woman in America now, and what I want for her is to be able to do everything I'm doing 20 times faster. And I want her to be able to, once she decides what her dream is, be able to attain that dream without just, you know, society bearing down on that dream and telling her what she can and can't do. Like, I want her to be able to have the world, you know, but I look at my daughter and, you know, she has all this like wonder and adventure, and, you know, she's like jumping off everything and feels like she can do anything. And I want her to be able to continue to be that and to do whatever she wants to do. I hope we get there.
I used to go to the pageant every year, dreaming that one day I'd be up there. And the girls that won, when they had all this hope and promise. I felt that when I won. Like I was walking into a new life.